Y'all remember, and I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute, but y'all remember back in the day when we were responsible, at least in my generation, we were responsible for how we behaved because we weren't supposed to embarrass the family name. We wasn't supposed to embarrass the family heritage. We were held accountable by our neighbors' parents. So we didn't have to do something wrong and catch a whooping from my mama and daddy, our auntie, grandma, somebody. We caught a whooping from the neighbor who saw it go down. Then they would tell our parents, and then our parents would take turns giving us a whooping because the first parent that comes home will give us a whooping when they find out from the neighbor. Then when that parent tell the other parent, that parent gives us a whooping. And if we got a really close knit parent family, when those parents go and tell the relatives, when we go visit the relatives, then the relatives will give us a whooping. You might get 7 whoopings off of doing one thing wrong. You start learning, man, I ain't messing up in my neighborhood because I ain't about to get 12 behind whoopings because I decided to do something stupid. But in order for you to be a monarch, in order for you to be the leader of your tribe, you can't just not make mistakes for yourself. Oh, this one's going to say, oh, that's called abuse. No, that's not called abuse. No, it's not called abuse. It's called discipline. It's called discipline. And we forgot what discipline looks like in this country. That's why children are punching their teachers in the classroom. That's why these kids is attacking the bus driver and stuff. That's why these children is over here having street fights in the middle of a Walmart, shooting each other with their mama's Glock and stuff. That's why these kids are taking their daddy pistol and going to the school and tearing it down because they ain't got no dang discipline. There wasn't no school shootings in 1996. There wasn't no school shootings in 1974. Because if you act fool in your neighborhood took care of you. The old-fashioned saying, it takes a village to raise a child. That's where it came from. Because your mama and daddy ain't got to watch you fuck it up. If you fucking up, somebody gonna whoop your ass. That's how it went down. So you was on your best behavior all the time. Because somebody gonna see it and somebody gonna get you. Now, with no accountability, we have no responsibility. Oh, it's abuse. It's abuse. You ain't never got your behind whooped until you go to prison like Puff Daddy, and now you're doing 30 plus 1 years getting abused every day. Them whoopings that I got in my neighborhood kept me from being in a holding cell next to some of the most dangerous men in the world, being treated worse in a prison cell than what I would have been treated by my society that taught me how to be a self-respecting man by beating my behind when I wasn't. Now, you're going to say that's abuse. Children that taking time out, they cussing their mama out and talking about what they not going to do. But you wonder why they got some children that yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, all the time. I bet you the one with respect caught that belt more than once. And I bet you that one with no respect has never gotten a whooping in his life. But the one that has never gotten a whooping in his life, yet gonna catch that whooping. Because when he start talking to that officer the same way he talking to his parents, they're gonna beat his ass. Then they're gonna put him in jail. He talked to them boys in the holding cell the way he talked to that cop, they're gonna beat his ass. By the time he get out of jail, somebody would have beat his ass so that he start acting right, because they not going to disrespect the society where society is not going to protect you. The only reason why you have parents that discipline their children using corporal punishment is because they don't want their children to be disciplined by the system in a more severe manner. The reason why men who love and respect their women give their women instructions about how to behave and how to dress is so that the women don't put themselves in situations where men are spiking their drinks and kidnapping them and doing all kinds of inappropriate stuff to them. Women don't want to be protected because they want to have the freedom to be wild and unchained. But then when they find themselves gassed in the back of a car, they want help. But when your husband told you don't go out there, you should have stayed your behind home. I should not have to go to war with you to protect you. So no, that is not called abuse. That is called discipline. And it's psychological manipulation for people to miscategorize discipline for abuse. Because the abuse is the way the men get treated in this society on a regular basis. They're going to emulate it. They're going to replicate it. They're going to enhance it. They're going to do it way more reckless than what we did it. And then they're going to have the advancements of technology to help them out with that. which means that as much as our life expectancy has gone to the late 70s, early 80s, these children still don't have to make it till they're 25, living a reckless lifestyle, making bad choices, where now your bad choices are not just in the eyesight of the people who've seen and heard you do that. Now your bad choices go viral. Now your bad choices are seen in multiple countries. You make too many bad choices, and before you get a chance to shake somebody's hand, they know what you're about because they seen you act an ass on social media. So do you really believe that your child catching an ass whooping before somebody catch them on social media doing something stupid is child abuse? Or do you really believe that these children need to be out here on TikTok and social media, Instagram, Snapchat, all that, embarrassing themselves as teenagers, where they will not be able to recover from that embarrassment with their college application in 5 years? Now, I want you to think about that when y'all take that away from tonight's show. Now, make sure that y'all like and subscribe. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow night. I want to say on my way out of the door, ladies, as long as the situation doesn't make sense, I'm going to keep asking y'all to make it make sense. So, ladies,